you go.
Oh man, that dude Gervonta Davis, my first time watching him. I seen him a video on Instagram, man. I looked up his highlights too. That dude's a beast, man. He's great speed, great defense in those uppercuts, man. I think that dude's gonna be a future later on in boxing. I mean, a future star, man, in boxing. He's badass.
And this is coming from a guy himself that has a deep amateur pedigree, so you see something
I mean,
special.
I appreciate boxing. You know, I'm not a hater, man. If I see somebody I think is good, man, I'll talk good about him. You know, some people they just see boxing and they don't appreciate it. They talk bad about him. But me, I see a good fighter and I respect. But I feel like he's going to be a great fighter, man, later on.
And just to add on to what you said, you think that probably is attributed to people taking it more personal instead of them just looking at the sweet science. They have more of a personal opinion about certain people, who they like and who they don't like.
Yeah, it probably is more personal, like they don't just appreciate the boxer for what it is. They probably just go from what other people hear or his past, and it's something they can't let go, man. And I don't think it should be like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think every fighter improves, you know. So you just take a look at him and see what he has. Don't just try to look at his wrongs and talk shit about him. But, you know, just look at what he does good. You know, appreciate boxing for what it is.
Hey, what did you think about Adrian Broner? Your reaction, him calling out Floyd Mayweather after the fight, man?
I thought it was crazy, man. I didn't expect it, but I kind of had a feeling something was gonna happen like that because they're, you know, talking, you know, in the interviews they kept talking about him, and Adrian Broner would put on his page, I seen my World Star, so I was kind of surprised, but I wasn't shocked to find it out. I mean, I think that some fight that might happen, but I don't think he'll beat Mayweather at all. I don't think he has a chance against Mayweather.
You don't think he has a chance? Yeah. I mean, do you think Floyd Mayweather should come back at all? What do you think?
I think if Floyd Mayweather don't want to come back, then he doesn't have to. But if he's going to get a big payday, you know, he gets nothing but big paydays, but it's going to be surpassing what he had his last fight. I mean, if he wants to do it, he should do it. I mean, he lives comfortable. I don't think he should come out. If he doesn't want to, then he shouldn't do it.
And what you got lined up?
I have a fight on April 30th at the StubHub Center at the Berto-Ortiz undercard.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fighting some dude named Phil Jackson Benson. He's 16-2 with 14 knockouts. So he's a puncher, but you know, I've been training hard and I'm a puncher as well, man. I'm going for that knockout.
You're going for that knockout,
I'm going for the knockout.
That's your style.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm real impressed with your style because you have an aggression, but you can see intelligence in your aggression. It's not just walking in face first.
Yeah,
How long did it take to master that?
It took me a while, man. My dad, you know, I watch a lot of boxers, man. I always pick out what they do good, and you know, I try to apply it to my style too. I feel like you could be a pressure fighter without throwing any punches at all, as long as you're in it. And then, but as the thing I'm doing too, I'm working on a little bit more head movement too. I'm trying to turn my punches. I'm trying to work on everything basically. But you know, I practice my craft every day. You know, I'm a big fan of boxing. I'm a big fan of boxing, and I try to better myself every day and just see what I could do better every day.
Yeah. And you got to remember too, Mike Tyson was an aggressive fighter, and he hardly ever got hit too.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing that with you, man. All right, man.
All right,
thank you.
Thank you
Anything else you want to say to the fans?
You know, if you want to follow me at David _Benavidez _300. You know, that's my Instagram page. You know, I'll give you the latest on when my fights are coming up, videos of me training, and you know, that's about it. And you know, stay tuned for my next fight.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you very much.
Good stuff.